Hello, everyone. This is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and Tuesday mornings I come live on my Facebook business page to show you what I've been working on in the last week or few days on my crafting table. And July 1st was really an exciting day. With Stampin' Up! With Stampin' Up! Lovers, we had the debut of 2 new catalogs. One being the July through December 2022 mini catalog. Good morning, Trudy. And Stampin' Up's Celebration brochure, which is good through July and August. Hey, Colleen. If you haven't been through a celebration before, it's really one of the most exciting sales for purchases of $50 and $100. Qualifying purchases, you receive your choice of one of 9 free items in the catalog. So today, hey Colleen, hi Don. I am going to be sharing a project that combines something from the mini catalog as well as a celebration item. And if you need to get catalogs yet, give me a shout if you're not currently working with a demonstrator, and we'll get those catalogs in your hand. And one thing to remember about the celebration items, they are while supplies last. So if you see something you like the paper I'm going to use today, I suggest you get it sooner rather than later. So let me pop down to my workspace and I'll show you what I have been playing with. Now, as demonstrators, we get to pre-order a month early. We get to choose from the catalog some things we want to work on to prepare for classes and such. Good morning, Kay. Thanks for popping in. Hope things are well in North Carolina. And so one of the first things that I purchased out of the January, I don't know why I keep saying that, July through December 2022 mini catalog was the Sweet Candy Canes stamp set with the coordinating candy canes dies, which are on about page 10. Good morning, Kathy. Thanks for popping in. So with this stamp set and dies, there is also some coordinating designer series paper that I just absolutely love. Good morning, Christine. So the paper, there's Real Red and Sweet Sorbet. Lots of fun. Good morning, Avenel. Festive designs, garden green, candy canes. Again, I got 2 packages, kind of the hoardable paper where if you really like paper, it's like, oh, do I really want to use all that? But trust me, get it out and use it. Here are some of just flipping through some of the designs. Good morning, Angela. Thanks for popping in today. So this is the 12 by 12. It's called Sweetest Christmas Designer Series paper. This is the stamp set with the candy canes and lots of, hey Tammy, thanks for popping in today, with a lot of nice sentiments. And then we also have the coordinating dies. So the die, once you stamp the candy cane, they will die cut the candy canes. There's this really fun background that's diagonals that look like candy canes that you can also use. And then a couple of other pieces, and this one is so you can make some treats with candy canes. I still have to find some treats in the grocery store, so candy canes. Good morning, Karen. Thanks for popping in. So those are just the pieces, and oh, I did want to show something. If you need to make a really quick and easy card, the die cuts cut pieces of the designer series paper. So you can get a ton of these candy canes out of these this 12 by 12 sheet of designer series paper. And I'll show you, I think I have one here of something I've made. I usually try to include a card with every catalog, and I use this set for that. Yes, this designer series paper is gorgeous. I have a third package on order. And yes, I'll use it. I won't hoard it. So there's that. Let me show you. I get so carried away. Some of the samples that I've made. Here is the first sample. This card does use the designer series paper cut out candy canes, and then I just backed it up with some of the other designer series paper cut with the stitched rectangles. And it's kind of, this sentiment here does come from the Sweet Candy Cane set. And I don't know if about you, but if I use an 8.5 by 11 piece of basic white cardstock and make 5 1/4 by 4 mats, I always end up with these little small pieces of scraps. And yes, I save most of these, and it works perfectly because you don't have to cut it, and that fits right in there. So that's one of the examples using the candy canes that you can cut right from the designer series paper. This next sample is, I did stamp the candy canes onto basic white with real red and then die cut them. Good morning, Marlene. The other hint that I have, and Patricia, thanks for popping in, is to use your Stamparatus. Load the candy canes onto the Stamparatus, and then you can keep re-inking and re-stamping to get those candy canes as dark as you like. Good morning, Margaret. And then there's a piece of that designer series paper from the package, the red and green ribbon, Merry and Bright. And then these are the deckled rectangle dies. If you haven't put those on your wish list, those are kind of fun. They add just a little different dimension to a card. And I think I showed this a few weeks ago, but in case you missed it, this is one of Stampin' Up's Peekaboo treat bags. And I've got some peppermint candies in there, but that uses the designer series paper and the candy canes. Now, what I did with these candy canes, I stamped them in real red and stamped them onto basic white paper, and then I took the candy cane itself and I put Versamark all on top of the candy cane, and then poured clear embossing powder on it and heated it. So when you see these in person, they're shiny. So that's super fun. So Kathy, hey, thanks for joining me. Thanks. I'm glad you liked that card. So while I had my heat gun out, I decided that I wanted to try the candy canes in gold. So that's what I did, and that's what I'm going to show today. Now, I used, again, the deckled rectangle dies, and then this designer series paper underneath that. This is one of those items you can earn free during celebration. It's from the Silver and Gold 6x6 specialty paper. So if you have an order of $50 or more before tax and shipping, you can choose this as your free product. So you get gold striped images, gold dotted images, as well as silver lined and silver dotted images. Perfect for holiday cards and a lot of other things. You get 24 sheets in that. So I think this is one of those celebration items that's going to go quickly because it's a very versatile paper. That's shown here on page 10 of the celebration brochure. So let me kind of show you how my card went together. I have just a thick, I did use thick basic white cardstock. I used a piece of gold foil, I know, gasp. I'm measuring 5 1/4 by 4. And this piece is 5 by 3 3/4. And then I have the deckled rectangle, and then I had scraps for making my candy canes. So let's kind of move that aside. I do need to put the Merry and Bright down here, and I do have that all ready to go on my block. Make sure that I have it right side up. And great news, everyone. The Embossing Buddy is back. It is available in the new mini catalog, and it also comes with a tray and a brush. But the Embossing Buddy is something that we haven't had for a bit, but I use it all the time. I know that you can use other items to just get the static off your card, so everything, I swear that you could emboss fingerprints, but I'm just gonna give that a rub over where I'm going to emboss so that stuff doesn't stick to it. Stuff doesn't stick to it. And then I'm using Versamark ink. It's that watermark ink, and I'm just going to gently add that ink. Oh, make sure that it's right side up. Merry and Bright, and I am just going to put that right down here at the bottom. All right, and I have my gold already. I have it in a paper plate. I need to buy the tray so that it can go right back into the container. The embossing powders come in little containers like this, and there's one for metallics, and then there's one other. So hang tight. I am going to get my heat tool out, and you can usually just see the you can see the magic as that turns bright and shiny. And then the same goes for the candy canes. I would stamp the candy canes on my white and pour the gold embossing powder over, and then good morning, Nikki, but I've already done that so that you didn't have to listen to the heat gun. So embossing is just one of those really fun techniques. The other thing, I've got my white embossing powder out because I thought, what if you stamped the candy cane in white or Versamark and then put white embossing powder over it on red paper and then die cut them. So that would be gorgeous too. So there's a lot of things to try with this set. I just absolutely love it. Well, I'm going to, just as a reminder, that is the designer series paper you can get free with a $50 order. And if you bought the bundle, the Sweet Candy Canes bundle, along with the designer series paper, you've met that threshold. And you'd be able to get that paper free. There are also 8 other die cuts and designer series paper and exclusive stamp sets available in July and August. So take advantage of that as you get ready for your holiday card making. And so I hope that everyone had a really good holiday weekend. We're all up after all the fireworks last night. I know some states have more than others. I guess ours wasn't too bad. I think I fell asleep listening to them last night. And then I'm just gonna fashion those on here like so. And let's see. Well, maybe I'll try my Stampin' Seal Plus on the back of that to see how. I was using glue dots, and then I ended up ripping one of my candy canes. I was so sad. But there are lots of, when the holiday stuff gets in the store. I haven't seen candy canes yet. Someone let me know when you do. They have them in different flavors, so I can see us doing the candy canes in lots of different colors too, because we make candy canes in different flavors. And I also thought there's some red and white paper too that you could cut candy canes out of. Well, and I'm going to pop that deckled rectangle piece up with dimensionals. So are you a traditional? Do you like the red holiday card, red and green better, or are you into the kind of maybe the non-traditional kind of sparkly gold silver? Which do you like? I go back and forth, but I'm kind of veering toward the gold. I just love those candy canes heat embossed. Bunch of dimensionals so that it doesn't sag. Traditional, Brenda, thank you. Thanks for weighing in. There's a lot of really awesome designer series paper available in our new catalog, so be sure to take a big browse through it. And then I have the gold shimmer ribbon. I've stocked up on that too for this holiday. This actually is available in the annual catalog. Hey, Andrea, thanks for popping in. Oh, interesting that Colleen is a traditional, and we have a couple of people who like both. I know it's kind of hard to decide, so I'm just going to make a real quick bow with bunny ears here while I try to talk. Get that going, but there we go. And then I will use some glue dots to put the glue dot or the little ribbon right on the middle. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I like the gold, and I'm probably going to need to try it in silver just to see what that's like with that designer series paper. So, and you know what's so easy is that this is so easy to use. Thank you all for your kind comments. If you have it, I like big images. I don't like to use a lot of teeny little pieces. So these big images really help me and just kind of make everything all go together. And I did also bring in the champagne rhinestone basic jewels. They're on my order again because that and the red rhinestone, I'd put red on here, but and that might look pretty. So I'll just pick up 3 and put them on the front of my card, and I am all ready to go with that. Again, featuring the one celebration item that I think is going to go quickly. Let me just show you just a couple of the other samples I've made. I have others that I'm working on, but this one, or just a reminder that the candy cane dies cuts out those candy canes and just uses the designer series paper with the stitched rectangles, and just a regular stamped card. And then I've had a thing lately for the peekaboo treat bags, a little bit of vellum. Love to decorate these, and just having a lot of fun there again on my order. Good morning, Dawn. Thanks for popping in. So just candy caned, sweet candy canes, and the dies, and the celebration paper. This all will be on my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com a little bit later today, along with the YouTube video. You can follow me on all of the places. I would love that. Getting up there in subscribers, which I'm excited about. So I thank you so much for joining me today and spending a little bit of your morning kind of going with the Christmas in July theme. Kind of fun, and well, it's hot to dream of some cooler days this winter with no snow here, but maybe where you are. I'm in Arizona. So thanks so much for joining me today. Have a great rest of the week and weekend, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.